Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me out back? All right, I'm going to start the ceremony. My name is Janice Rosa. I'm the chair of the Newmarket Veterans Committee. To the side of me is Phil Mazzaro, who's going to do the emceeing. First, I'd like to welcome the group who showed up today. I noticed that, if you have cell phones, please turn them off. Today we have the Marine Corps unit. They're from the Reserves, Color Guard, Bravo Company 125 of Londonderry, New Hampshire, and we thank them for showing up today. They can't speak. We have a Marine Corps unit here. There's a lady in back. She's got the red hat on. She's also a Vietnam veteran. You can raise your hand. People know who you are. Thank you for coming. We have Lieutenant Jeremy Harkero from the Newmarket Fire Department. Drove the fire ladder truck up for us because Mr. White was very involved with the Newmarket Fire Department and the Handcuff Association. I have the Nam Knights, Ken Higgs. He brought friends down today to support the program. Today I'd like to thank the citizens of Newmarket, the Town Council, Town Administrator, the American Legion, SAL, and Auxiliary. And a special thank you because you're always there to support our programs. There's one group I'd like to thank. They work endlessly to provide recognition, dignity, and honor to our veterans. And without them, these projects and this long overdue recognition to Corporal White would not be made possible. This heartfelt thank goes out to my members of my committee: John Carmichael, Phil Mazzaro, Robert Gazda, Rochelle Sharples, Wayne Rosa, and myself. They have served in this group, and they have worked so hard to make this dream come a reality. Their endless energy, giving of themselves, and ability to work for their families, for these veteran families, has always been their number one goal. Today we come together as a community to show support for Corporal White and his family. His sister, Catherine Hill, is here with us today, and his brother Kenny from Alaska will be watching what Chris had the opportunity to post up on YouTube. Today, we are here for Corporal White, but we are also here for all the Vietnam veterans. Today, we recognize your sacrifices. We have not forgotten you. We have found a positive way to remember you and honor your memory. We find it fitting to hold your rededication today, so those who are attending can join in the festivities and enjoy the beautiful day that we have, which we are able to participate and enjoy these liberties because our veterans have given them to us. And I'm going to place a flower on Mr. White's, Corporal White's monument stone, so he will always be remembered. And I'm going to turn the program over to Phil Mazzaro.
Morning. Morning. Another couple groups that Janice overlooked, shouldn't forget. The American Legion, Sons of the American Legion, American Legion Auxiliary also have representatives here. So thank you. We will now be joined by Sons of the American Legion chaplain Mike Sharples, who will lead us in opening prayer.
Uncover. Oh God, we thank Thee for the flag of our country and for all that our flag represents. We thank Thee for giving victory to the brave and valiant men and women like Corporal Robert White, who gave their last measure of strength in order that it may wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. Make us who have served our country in time of war, willing at all times to uphold and defend our Constitution and our government. Grant that this union of sovereign states may remain forever an indissoluble union, flying in the same flag. Amen. Cover.
Thank you, Mike. On behalf of the Veterans Memorial Trust, I would like to welcome you to the rededication of this park as Corporal Robert White Memorial. This location has nearly a century-long legacy as a military monument in Newmarket. At the close of World War I, the United States Navy donated a ship's cannon to the town that was placed here with the provision that should the cannon be needed again, it would be returned to the military. In 1945, amidst the closing efforts of World War II, the military recalled the cannon to use for scrap metal in support of the war effort. During the Second World War, local Boy Scouts used this location to plant shrubs in memory of those killed in action. After the war, the cannon you see here today was given to Newmarket so that way we may always remember the sacrifices of those who fought so that we may remain free. The shrubs gave way to time, but this location has remained one that commemorates the ultimate sacrifice that is all too often paid in the defense of freedom. When the town of Newmarket lost Corporal Robert F. White in the Vietnam conflict in 1967, Newmarket's Robert G. Durgan, Post 67 of the American Legion, placed a granite stone in this site to honor his service and his memory. Earlier this year, the Veterans Memorial Trust Committee planned to make that marker more visible from the roadway. During our planning, we were approached by Mr. Phil LePage and Mr. Mike Pulaski with the idea of placing a flagpole on the site. Considering this an honor befitting a fallen hero, the committee redesigned the plan to what you see before you today. This fitting monument would not be possible without the many generous donations of local individuals, groups, and businesses. With their help, along with the town public works crew and the ever-present and beautiful landscaping done by Mr. LePage and Mr. Pulaski, this site is now more visible and certainly more befitting the heroic memory of Corporal White. It also serves as an impressive gateway to our revitalized downtown. It is very fitting that we rededicate this memorial during the town heritage celebration. The freedoms we all enjoy were and are preserved by and strengthened by the sacrifices of our men and women in uniform. Men and women of every culture and creed, united in their love of country and defense of liberty. So, as we celebrate the rich heritage of our town, nation, and world this weekend, let us always remember those from our community's past, and in particular Corporal Robert White, that gave their last full measure, and in doing so have become integral parts of our shared heritage. Now read the biography of Corporal White. Robert Frederick White, Corporal, United States Marine Corps. Robert White was born in Salem, Massachusetts in 1939 to Kenneth and Alice Jones White. His parents moved to Newmarket in 1940 when young Bob was just an infant. He grew up right around the corner at 28 Elm Street. Robert graduated from Newmarket High School with the class of 1959. He was active in school events and an expert archer. During his high school years, he was a valuable member of the Newmarket Fire Department and served as foreman of Tiger No. 1 hand tub, where he entered several fire muster competitions. Immediately after graduation, Robert enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. He was dedicated to the infantry, his fellow Marines, and to the ideals of the United States of America. During his second tour of duty, he was wounded on patrol and received the Purple Heart. His injuries did not shake his confidence in himself, his unit, or his nation. When his service obligation was complete, Robert re-enlisted. On August 17, 1967, during his third tour of duty in Vietnam, Corporal Robert White was mortally wounded by enemy fire while on patrol near Quang Tri Province. He was the 54th serviceman to be killed in action in Vietnam, and the first and only killed in action from Newmarket. A solemn high mass of requiem was held at St. Mary's Church on August 26, 1967, after his remains returned to the United States. As the funeral procession passed by the fire station, 2 blasts of the all clear were sounded in memory of the former firefighter. Representatives of the Robert G. Durgan Post of the American Legion, the Newmarket Fire Department, and a Marine detail from the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard all participated in the funeral service. When the mass was complete, Corporal White's remains were transported by military escort to his home in South Carolina for burial. At the time of his death, he left behind his wife, Frances Campbell of Eastover, South Carolina, and his daughter, Carol White. In Newmarket, he was survived by his parents, his brother, Kenneth White Jr., and his sister, Catherine Hill, who is with us today.